Hey, welcome to Living the Dream with MS. Today I'm going to talk about the snowflake that I am. No, I don't mean the snowflake that's being tossed around as a pejorative these days in political aspects, but snowflake is unique, and I'm not complimenting myself. MS is a rare enough disease as it is. There's a lot of people that have it, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a small percentage of the population. But on top of that, MS has very varied symptoms. And some are very common, like weakness, numbness, tingling, that kind of stuff. And then there are some that are more rare. I, being the snowflake that I am, have the privilege of several of the more rare ones. The speech dysphagia that I talked about, that actually started this whole thing off. That particular form of speech dysphagia is pretty rare. It's like 5% or less of people with MS have that symptom. Another one that I'm experiencing that's very rare is hearing loss. Now, the tinnitus is very typical, but actual hearing loss is very rare. Again, it's in that 2 to 5% category for patients with MS. So, even within the MS community, you can be left kind of feeling alone. Not that anybody made you feel that way, but just even within MS, why can't I be normal? I had an appointment last week where I had my hearing retested again and gone through a lot of things, and ultimately I'm going to have to get hearing aids in both ears. And, you know, we were talking about it, and she was explaining how this tied into the MS to some extent, and made a comment, kind of a casual throwaway comment that, well, you can choose to correct this or not, but it's permanent. Your hearing loss is permanent. It's not going to get any better. That was really kind of a kick that took the wind out of me for a little bit, because I'm not accustomed to hearing that. But at the same time, it's what a lot of people hear about certain symptoms with MS, and it's something that I needed to move past. So where am I going with this? Where I'm going with this is MS is a disease that can feel isolating in a lot of cases to begin with. But then within the MS community, there are symptoms that differentiate one from the other, because the less common symptoms make you feel even different. So hopefully, number one, I just want to share with people that are going through this, especially the newly diagnosed. I get a lot of people that ask to see these videos that are newly diagnosed. And just know that with this disease that you're not alone. And even if you have unusual symptoms, hey, give me a call, because apparently I found all the unusual ones. But still stick to what I've said before about, building that support group and leaning on people and reaching out so that you don't feel so alone. Because these unusual symptoms are just that. They're symptoms. They're not symptoms that are going to define you. I'm not happy that I'm going to have to wear hearing aids, and the vanity of it is bothering me a little bit, but I'll get past it. And I will wear them because it will make me a better worker, a better father, better husband, better coach, all of those things. So that's about it. I just wanted to share the challenges of even within the disease, being the snowflake, being the unique one, and that you're really not alone, even though sometimes you can feel that way. And with that, I am just going to keep on living the dream with MS.